Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is all about be wise. And from you here, be wise, you know what time it is. How to make you wiser than you are, wiser than you think you are. Hey, this is making the most out of your day. 8 things on making the most out of your day. And we'll be getting right through it right now. From my view to your computer. Be wise.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Teddybear Boss. Teddybear Boss. All about the fun, all about the knowledge, all about the drama. What's good? Let's get it in. Teddybear Boss, 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 Boss.
So okay guys, it's be wise time. Time to let you get wiser than you are before. So it's time to be wise. Just being plain wise. So it's just 8 things on making your day the best. How to structure your day to get the best out of your day. And it's from the Teddybear Boss. So let's get into it. The first thing you want to always do is always use an agenda. From my point of view, I always have my agenda for the day. Structure it how best fits you. From my viewpoints, I always structure mine based on the hours that I have in the day. So I'll structure it based on what hours I'm going to do X and make sure that if it's not fully completed in X time, I carry on and make sure that time is not used to do anything else that it shouldn't supposed to do. And if I go into another time, I try and complete the task that is next more quickly to be back on track. That's the most you can do to be on track of your day. So just try to be on track with your agenda, and once your agenda is there, it will lead you in the right direction, and who knows, you can even adjust your day to have more time for yourself at the end of the day. So making an agenda is a good thing from my vantage point to you, that hey, an agenda is just simply just the way how to structure out your day and make those things be on a list that you can just take them as you go. Because rather than you going off the top of your brain and making mistake, forgetting something to do, if you have it on pen and paper, you simply just tick off what was done. Say you had something between 9 and 10 a.m. and you completed it. You just tick that one off and move on to the next one. And say for instance you have another assignment from 11 to 12, but you didn't remember what that assignment was and you forget about it, and then at 3 to 4 o'clock you're trying to remember and try to know what was that task that I was supposed to do between 11 and 12. So having that agenda can really adjust how you really structure your day and getting the most out of the task that you have done. So just getting that agenda and get on with your task, and hey, we're gonna move on to our next point, which is doing the hardest task first. From my working, my career, I always try to get the hardest task out of the way first. And when I really get the hardest task out of the way first, it really leads me to having much more time for the task that is more simpler. So I would tell you guys to just try and get that hard task that is more puzzling to you, just try and do your best to get it out of the way, so that the tasks that you keep on doing over and over and you know how to do them pretty well, you can just get them out of the way as quickly as possible. So just focus on getting that hard task out of the way and then on to the easy ones, and who knows, in breeze your day can be adjusted to having more time to meet more deadlines before those deadlines. So we're gonna move into our next point. It's a bit adjoining to doing the hard tasks first, but this one is about prioritizing tasks that you have. So when you have hard or easy tasks, prioritizing the main task that is more important to getting a client's work out. Say for instance, you're doing a portfolio and you want to get that portfolio by 12 o'clock, but you have something that's an Excel report that's due tomorrow. You're not going to focus on that Excel report. You're going to focus on that portfolio that is need to get off your desk by 12 o'clock. So prioritizing tasks and getting them completed on time is really important. So it's not always about getting the hardest task out, but it's also about prioritizing and getting the task that is needed now out through the door. So the next one that we're going to move on to is do one task at a time. So completing one task at a time is, to me, more better than juggling around. But in these modern ages, they say that you need to multitask. But multitasking can really affect you and let you miss something that is really important. So from my point of view is doing one task at a time and getting that completed, and that is a task that is important and need to get off your desk, that is more better than multitasking and juggling two tasks and then one is being left behind or something is being missing. So do each task one at a time based on prioritizing, and do the hardest one first. So you see, all my viewpoints are coming in together. So if you work more efficiently and effectively, you know that you can adjust your day to be better and having more time for yourself and getting more time to do other work than multitasking. And the next, work in segments. When I say work in segments, if you have an important Excel sheet to do and you see where you can complete that important Excel sheet and get another Excel sheet out of the way immediately after that. You work in segments and you're working in Excel and your brain is all around that Excel document. So working on that Excel file can really let you complete another task that you need to get out for, say, the next day. But you can just work on it, being that you're in Excel and say for instance it's also a part of it. So you work in segments and you can get multiple tasks out, but not multitasking, if you get what I'm saying. It's just doing one task at a time and also getting those tasks one by one out through the door. So it's just like that. And also on to my next point is just to say no. If you see that you cannot accomplish something in the stipulated time that someone is asking you, just simply say no. And you can also lay in an explanation for why you can't do such tasks. and it's better to say no than try to get something done and you can't get it done. That will is gonna still leave a bad taste in the person mouth that asks you to do that task in the long run. So it's all about thinking about yourself and how you can get your day to be structured enough that a no can really help you in the end. And also getting in this modern age that we're in, the COVID time, and working from home, getting that rest that you need is utmost best. Getting that 6 to 8 hours sleep is really important to having a good structured day, because when you have that good structured day, your brain will keep focusing on each task assigned, and you can get those tasks done and completed in the stipulated time. So also you need to lead to my next point is cut down on binge watching, because it can really affect how you go about your next day, because binge watching can really have you up late in the night trying to get this movie going on and on and on and on. Binge watching really can affect your day, so try to cut down on those binge watching and try and structure your day and get those sleep hours that really can have you pumped and up more than you getting in all those caffeine, and when those caffeine is out, it's dropping you. So just cut down on the binge watching, and leading to my next point, which is structure your day in advance. When you structure your day in advance, it really lead you back to my next point, my first point, which was having an agenda. If you structure your day effectively, you can get much more things done in more quicker time, being more efficient and effective, and even helping you to meet deadlines that are tight, and have your superiors looking at you as a person who is proactive in structuring and getting things through the door. So structure your day in advance, and you can see how much it can affect how you'll be efficient and effective going forward. So 2021, so just make the best out of your 2021 going forward, and you can take my point and tell me how it can affect your work life. So just structure your day in advance and you see how best it is. And leading to my final point, which is cut social media time. And being that you're in this COVID time, you're working from home, having that cell phone close to you and picking up that cell phone, you can really affect how effective your day is, because taking up that phone and opening that social media, you can be there scrolling and you don't see an hour roll by, and that would be your lunch time. So, or you will be shortening the hours for the person that you're working for. If you're working for yourself, it will gonna shorten the amount of time you have to do things more effectively and efficiently and getting things done and through the door. So cutting some social media time is really important, and in this age you have to know how to prioritize social media, and when it can be important and when it's not important to you. So that is my 2 bits on how to make the most out of your day. And this is Be Wise 2021, just making you a bit more wiser than you think you are. Just be wise.